So first of all, Happy New Year. So I'm at Ivy House Lakes, drawing peg 10 on Old Match Lake, which is the only peg really that you can reach the far bank. There's a 16 metre limit, so you got a little bit of a point where you can just about reach, but it is very windy and the wind's going to get up, so need to be mindful of that. So I have kitted up obviously a rod to chuck there. It literally took me 57 minutes to get my first fish. I had a couple of bites on pellets, but it wasn't right. I tried down the edge, tried in open water, or maggots in open water, and maggots to my left down the edge, but fish pellets across, had a couple of iffy bites, and then just changed it to maggots. So still tapping in fishery micros, but then just literally loose fed a couple of maggots with it, and then just fished it 3 inches over depth, slightly heavier rig, and that was way better. I don't know what it is. Obviously you just seem to be able to, in my opinion, you seem to be able to fish a maggot over depth a lot better than can on pellet. If you fish pellets over depth, you just tend to foul hook them. So I had a bit of a nightmare. Thinking pole got stuck together. It wasn't the best. So thanks Andy, who come round later on and give us a quick tap and a tug, and we got it apart. Last thing you do is end up trying to twist it, so if you twist them you end up breaking them, so you're better off two of you just gently pull in one way, one pull in the other, and just tap it. I think that's the best way of getting poles apart. So rig wise, just fishing a 0.4 ground float, only probably about maybe about 3.5 foot across. You don't want a stupidly heavy rig. And then just fishing 0.14 main line, 0.11 hook length on a size 20 Guru F1 hook. I had to think about that. And then I got a 1.8 Maver hollow elastic through a top 2. It's nice and soft, which is something you definitely want with it being so windy and stuff. Don't want too heavy of elastic, they're just going to end up bumping them. Especially now there's quite a few F1s in here as well. And skimmers and stuff, so you don't want to end up obviously pulling out of them. Got my mentor opposite, Derek Newson, on peg 8. He was well chuffed that he drew that. Still in the water, it's absolutely freezing. This carp has given me the runaround. It is hooked in the mouth, because obviously this is a voiceover. Give him a time. What's that, 4 pound? I was quite concerned how much to feed, but in the end I started feeding in about sort of 8 maggots, maybe about 25 micros, I didn't count them. So still on the edge of caution, but I was worried that you didn't really want to feed anything. Sometimes the fish just be where they want to be, and feed any bait might end up messing it up. We had an insane amount of rain recently. The fish are just trying to make a dive for it underneath the platform, so I just found standing up seems to scare them away. I suppose being 20 stone and 6 foot and being fat, that normally has its benefits. Scaring fish away, that is, from the platform. So there's today's weights. Only 8 of us were mad enough to fish today. There's a few fish that I caught, which I really enjoyed it. Despite the weather was a little bit challenging. I'll be glad when this horrible weather disappears. Anyway, this is a proper fisher, as in a kingfisher. There's a couple on the lakes.